Very warm welcome to all of you. My last year and also and great to see I was in Singapore and they spoke very high about your convocation.
Yes. Yes. It was a really magnificent event, actually. I'm there just recently, so only a few weeks ago.
Right. I was there last week. We had two conferences. One was in Sydney, another was in Singapore.
Yes.
Study my stay with the father. But good to see that very form culture. Yeah, I was telling my colleagues that Northampton was one of the very first universities with whom we had a partnership, and we created a large number of programs with them. So I think law was one of the area which we was deliberating and exploring that how we should be able to do. So I think that your interest is primarily in this meeting is to focus on law.
Well, the focus on law, but there's some other programs that we talked about in the pre-meetings actually, and which we've got some details for. And we're really trying to understand how we can ensure that our partnership and our collaboration is firm in developing into the future. Just making sure that we've got an action plan, how we take that forward.
Right. Very good. I think that you can sit down. All of you can please have a seat. Ayushi, you can come and sit down. So I'll just introduce the colleagues and then we will take from there. So from law school, we will request Dr. Shefali, if you can introduce yourself, please.
I'm Shefali Raivada. I'm director at Law School. Our Amity Law School is the largest in Asia. And we have more than 4,000 strength of the students, along with the around 100 core faculty members, plus adjunct faculty and visiting faculty as well. We have the programs 3 years LLB program. We have the 5-year program, and one of the similar to you, the business and law. It is also the 5 years degree program, and the commerce and law and humanities and law. So these are the honors degree program. It's of the 5-year program. We have this around 10 LLMS specializations. So we have the 2 institutes, Amity Law School and Amity Advanced Legal Studies. So I think Dr. Arun would be introducing. And with us, both of us, all 3 are the deputy and additional director position we are holding. So thank you so very much for coming, and we welcome on behalf of the law school, and certainly looking forward for more promising opportunities for both of us, for our students and for the law schools. Thank you so very much.
First of all, welcome. I'm Professor Arvind P. Bhanu from Law School. Just adding to what Dr. Shefali has said, we have research programs also. In different areas, we have research collaboration with other universities in the world. And here we are conducting criminal law area, constitutional area, human rights area, and international law area also. Thank you very much.
A very warm welcome to the esteemed delegation. I am Professor Arun Upadhyay. I am looking after the PG wing of law, basically LLM programs I'm looking after. We are offering LLM in 10 specializations, right from the business law to the family law, human rights, intellectual property law, cyber securities, and tax laws. These are some of the emerging areas where we are offering LLM degree programs, and we have a very good strength of the students. It's a 2-semester and 1-year program. So we look forward for a very, very meaningful and a deep engagement with you in the domain of law. Thank you.
Reintroducing myself, Dr. Pratik Dekar from the International Office, working under our Group Vice Chancellor, Sir Kurinder Singh Ji.
A warm welcome to all of you. We have met before. We are the International Office. We work under Sir's leadership. We also are a part of, we handle all the relations for Amity universities. We stand tall when it comes to IEEE research programs, which we conduct in around 10 countries across the world. We are the giant when it comes to organizing for the 26th year, what that we will be celebrating. That's the In Bush, well. That's our flagship program. And we would love to have you all for those. Thank you so much.
A very warm welcome to Amity Lush Green Campus. I'm Professor Dr. Kavita Thaplyal, and I come from the management domain and specially mentored by the Group Vice Chancellor. So we are the luckiest one who had the mentoring and the guidance and motivation from Sir. Our institute is the prime institute in international business. I would proudly say that maximum student internationalization goes from the Amity International Business School. Our students get maximum exposure to the world around. Basically, the students which they are driving with the new age technology. So we are the modern and the advanced, the first management institute in India who brought the AI concept into management. I think that is Sir's credit that he brought the engineering to management, and the IEEE to the management domain is also hosted by our institute worldwide now. So thank you so much.
Also, I'll reintroduce myself. Yeah, we had having a meeting the IIT and all. So welcome once again. And I think so we already discussed the various programs. I think we showed a keen interest in our UG and PG, what Dr. Kavita has also said, IBAI, International Business and Artificial Intelligence. I was told that we don't understand abbreviations. Of course, they're not universal. So International Business and as well as the IBAI, and beta. So we'll also like to take forward into the dual dual degree concept. Our mapping is already ready, like I will discuss with her, and we will be sending it straight away so that we can take it forward from there. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. This on? Yes. Um, Thank you. Well, firstly, thank you very much for your very warm welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to be here again, Dr. Singh. So my name is Becky Bradshaw. I'm Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chief Operating Officer at the University of Northampton. We've met before. And we were just talking about InBush actually, and we would be delighted to either attend ourselves or send representatives from the University of Northampton to join you this time. So as you've already mentioned, we have a long and fruitful partnership with yourselves, and we want. One of the reasons why we're here today is to see how that can continue and really grow into the future. I have my colleagues here with me as well, which I'd like them to introduce themselves.
I think this one's working. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Jones, and I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Law at the University of Northampton. My background is actually law. I'm a non-practicing lawyer, and I'd be delighted to have a conversation about how we can grow our law provision with you.
Hello, everyone. I think most of the staff here knows me because I've been coming to MIT for so many years. I'm Puneet Malhotra. I'm the Regional Director for South Asia, and I take care of student recruitment and partnerships in particular. And we are delighted to be here in Amity all the time. So I think now one thing I would like to briefly touch upon is the structure, the way the LLB is delivered in India and in the UK. Because UK straight after 12th plus 2, they can come onto a 3 years program. Here it is a 5 years integrated program. So if we talk about mapping or lateral entry, I think we have to take those points into consideration. But I think we have very good esteemed gathering here, so they'll be able to do justice to what we are talking now. Thank you.
I think we're giving you one student today. So I spoke to Puneet. So who's interested in law, and they just want to do a foundation program, and then they want to be graduated to Northampton. But I will give you a brief presentation. I know that we have been great partners from the last many decades, but then there are few people who have recently joined, so that you have an idea that what we are doing. And I was in Singapore, and the entire team remembers you very fondly. But this is one institution which we created along with Northampton. And now we have hundreds of students who are going every year to Northampton from Singapore campus also. So I'll just make a presentation so that you know. So very warm welcome once again. We have a friendship which started from Professor Petford and Puneetji's time, where I think it is now about 17 years that we have been associated with Northampton, one of the very few universities from where we started our internationalization. So thank you so very much, but I'll give you a brief that how we started up. When we spoke on the TNE model, there were very few universities in India who were talking about the TNE model. So Northampton and MIT were the first one in India who not only conceived the idea of what TNE is going to be, but how to be implementing it very successfully. And then over the last 2 decades, we have seen hundreds of students from MIT going to Northampton delegations coming here. We developed not only academic partnerships, but very good personal friendships also with the Northampton faculty. Uh, there is no international conference, which is our annual event in Bush, where your vice chancellor has not participated. So during the time when Professor Nick Petford was a vice chancellor, I think he came almost all the terms, 2 terms, he was a vice chancellor. So every year he used to come personally to participate in the conference, and large number of your faculty and students used to participate. Rather fashion show, which we used to organize. It was a talk of the town, where the Northampton students and MIT students, they were doing it together, and 2 companies were incorporated out of these fashion shows. So we feel very privileged to welcome. So whenever Northampton team is there, I'm very happy, because here we actually one of the institutions from where we started up. Our chancellor got a honorary PhD from Northampton. So myself and chancellor, we went and we flew from here to London, and from London to Northampton to receive this honor, and feel very happy that we were a part of your gathering. Similarly, we bestowed upon the honorary PhD to your vice chancellor. So he became a part of our convocation. And we have got some very good memories of starting courses in London, and also then taking your faculty to Singapore, and then creating a relationship in Singapore. Then in Mauritius, we have got a very, very, very strong partnership at all the places. We have started from Noida. So I think that with your coming, we will further explore that what we can do together. But there are a number of ideas on which we have been deliberating. Law is one area on which we would like to further explore that what we can do. But thank you so very much for assuring that you will be sending delegation. But few programs which we have been able to do with Northampton one was known as India Immersion Program, where we do, this is a 15 days program, where we do a program for the foreign students and then make them a part of our ecosystem. So students come here, and then we offer large number of scholarships on this program. So our founder, who is watching you live, the entire MIT is actually a brainchild of our founder, but this is one of the very few programs which any Indian university is offering. It's known as India Immersion Program. So right now, Ms. Flossie is heading this program. But this is a program where what we are trying to do is that bringing students from foreign university and then giving them a understanding of Indian academic ecosystem, research ecosystem, and also how industry works. So the students who come here, they are given research hypothesis, but they're also given the cultural ecosystem of the country. For example, one of the things which we do is that we take them to the Old Delhi. I don't know whether you have been there, but your faculty used to love Old Delhi. But it's a experience that going there, going to the local markets, and then bringing them to some of the top markets of India. Example, taking them to DLF. And then students used to write that how India has evolved. Also then taking them to small scale industries, small units, right, in Old Delhi, and then taking them to Infosys, which is very close to us, which is again a Fortune 500 company, or taking them to Oracle, or taking them to Mahindras, or to other companies, which are very, and then they are giving a presentation that how Indian companies, they have changed. So it's experience for the students. Also, we take them to Agra. They understand Indian theater, they understand Indian music, they do fashion shows together, and they play cricket. Yeah. But formally, on behalf of our founder, Dr. Chauhan, our chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, on my own behalf as a group VC, and also we have got 13 universities in India. So all 13 vice chancellors are watching you, including Singapore campus and Mauritius campus. They're also online. We welcome all of you. Great to see. I think when the friends meet, we always explore new things. But great to see you, Professor Becky, as a Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chief Operating Officer. Uh, Professor Kiran Jones, who's a Dean of the Faculty of Business and Law, of course, our own Puneet, right, who has given number of years to develop this partnership, and very distinguished colleagues from our law school, our directors, very senior people from international affairs. Very warm welcome to all of you. Just giving you few pictures so that you know. This is a photograph of the Northampton and MIT convocation. So in one of the convocations, our founder specially flew from India to be a part of it. These are few photographs when we initial years, when Professor Petford was there and we signed the MOUs, then hundreds of students going to your university, your people coming and being a part of our collaborations. So it's a long standing collaboration. We have been doing pathway programs. We have been doing joint programs. We have been doing UKERI project together. We have been organizing guest lectures together. We have been working on student mobility. We have been organizing jointly in Bush and research conferences. But I think that after COVID, the things have not been able to accelerate as much as we always wanted to. So I think that we would like to sit with you to understand that how we can now enter into a new areas, explore that how we can further strengthen not only student mobility but also the research focus which we have. Our law schools, where your interest is, they are the largest law schools of the India and very reputed ones. So about 30%, Dr. Shifali, I was just coming here looking at 30% of our students, they go for their advanced studies to some of the leading law schools of the world. So you name a law school, you will find that our students are there. And the other day, I was in a Supreme Court and someone was saying that you just say MIT and you will find that one lawyer will say that I am from here. So that is a kind of presence MIT has in the courts. Uh, in the academic domains, I think that we already had discussions on business, engineering, computer science, IT, psychology, fashion, arts, design, and others. In law, we have spoken at length, but I think that we would like to freeze up. But I think there was a time when you wrote a application for the approvals, and I think that now you already have it, and MIT supported that application. Bar Council of India, and I remember that we supported that application, Dr. Shifali, long time back when Northampton and MIT we were creating the So yeah, so yeah, yes, so our law school supported that application, and that approval is also there. We also do summer schools. So I think that we will welcome your students to be part of our schools, and we like to send our students also for the internships and for the summer schools. Every year we do study abroad program, which is one of the largest programs we do in UK. We will be very happy to explore that if a student can spend some time. So right now also, I think that there are more than 200 students who are in UK and doing the study abroad program. If you feel that this is something of interest to you, they can come and can visit, because I think that once they go there, then quite a few of them, they may be interested in joining Northampton also.
We do, yes, so for when we return to the UK, yeah.
There's already a meeting lined up for the 10th of December.
Great. I think because in past we have seen Puneetji, that when the students they go, seeing is believing, that they will be able to look at it. Then there are a lot of action we have taken in previously on joint research, funded projects, workshops, TNE models. Also now under the leadership of our Prime Minister, we know that we have invited number of UK universities to open up their campuses. So I think one of the areas we can look at is that in case you are interested in creating a campus in India, then MIT can support wherever you need it. So this is another area which we would like to explore. About MIT, it's a brainchild of our founder, Dr. Chauhan, who's a mentor to us, who's a very fatherly figure. And he, after spending more than 3 decades in Europe, came back to India with one vision that we need to create institutions, we need to create schools, we need to create universities world over, which can make a difference into the community, into the life of hundreds and thousands of people. This is his son, Dr. Atul Chauhan, who is a chancellor of this university. Incidentally, he's also the product of London School of Economics. So he has got a lot of respect for the UK education, being from that country, and quite often he's in UK. Presently, we have got 250,000 students, 7,000 full-time faculty members, and another 9,000 which are now the adjunct faculty members, overall about 16,000 faculty members. We have got 12 universities, only education group in India, which has got 12 universities. To create a university in India, it is as easy as it is in UK. So you can very well understand that the kind of permissions, approvals we have to take. So you have to pass a special bill in both the houses of parliament or state assemblies to get the permission to become a university. But we are privileged that we have been able to create 12 universities, 2 more coming up. Noida, Gurugram, Greater Noida, Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai, Gwalior, Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, Bengaluru, Hyderabad. Your teams have gone to almost all the places. Yeah. So I think that when we shake hands, the biggest advantage of MIT is that the university become a household name in all the states of India. We have got 150 institutions, overseas universities and campuses. We have got a campus in London at Bradford Square, which we are primarily using for the study abroad program, where the students, they are going for 1 month long study abroad program. We also run 3 continent program, where the first part of the program is in India, second part of the program is in London, third part of the program is in US. So large number of students go to London for this program also. We started up with some articulation arrangement for our London campus also. So I think that is also one point which we need to discuss, that how can we strengthen. But we are doing great numbers in Singapore together. I think that very strongly we have been able to do programs, especially our MBA program, which we are running with Northampton. It is amongst the top 3 programs of Singapore. We have a university in a campus in New York, which we actually acquired from St. John's University. So this was 170 acres campus of St. John's University, which we acquired. We have got a university in Dubai, which is again in 27 acres freehold land, and which also got the award of providing the best infrastructure in Middle East. You visited? Yeah, great. Yeah, you liked it?
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, keep coming. Yes. Abu Dhabi, you went to Abu Dhabi campus also?
No.
It's again, I'll show you the photographs. One of the finest infrastructure which we have been able to create. Sharjah, Mauritius, South Africa, Kenya, China, Amsterdam, San Francisco. I'm just coming from Sydney in Australia, where we organized another conference. But we work very closely in Australia, looking at about creating a very good campus and then bringing some of the top Australian universities to India. And then I was in Singapore and then came back here. We have got 28 schools and preschools, very reputed ones. So, which are run by Mrs. Amita Chauhan, who is the chairperson. And these are amongst the top 3 schools of the country. So rather, every year, CBSE is the largest board. So if you look at the results, our students, about 97% of our students have scored more than 92% marks. Right, 95% has scored more than 94% marks. So you can very well understand the kind of schools, rigor, quality we maintain. These are student ambassadors, by the way. They are international students. Just wave them. Yeah. So that is how we train them. So Gurleen has come from, just now from Russia. So she is saying that she went for and the first year student. And you went on which program?
I'll be going to Dubai.
Yeah, sure. He's going to Dubai. So all the students, that's how we train them, that they should be a part of receiving a guest, then introducing them to the guest, and then they pick up the project. So our intention is that all students of MIT, they should pick up one foreign language and they must go to one foreign country during their tenure. So we do a very strong program called Study Abroad program, where all students are encouraged to go abroad. 2,000 acres of campuses, and these are all greenfield projects. So the university we are sitting, you can see the still construction going on. So the world-class international center is being created, where already the board and our chancellor has committed 500 crore rupees. So it's going to be something which no one in India has been able to produce. So we are in no rush to create a foreign university. So we were invited, as you know, that we have got one of the largest and beautiful school in Bangalore, Harrow Schools. So we can very easily create a university in India, being a specialist in it. But I think that we want to take our own time and then bring the like-minded university, and then we want to give an infrastructure where the foreign university should really feel proud of. 400 programs covering 60 disciplines, about 2,600 patents we have been able to file. Case studies we have been able to publish. The largest partner, by the way, for the Case Center UK. But we also publish with the Harvard Business School. 400 research projects, alumni across the globe, and ranked #1 private university from the last 11 years continuously. This is a product metrics from the pre-nursery schools to K-12 schools to UG programs, postgraduate programs, PhD programs, postdoctoral programs, best in online and distance learning programs. We have got 280,000 students on online. So rather, they have overtaken our regular students. 250,000 students who are currently doing our full-time programs, 280,000 students who are doing our online programs. A very, very strong online presence. Corporate training, again, very strong in training. So rather, while I was in Singapore, we spoke on with some of the leading companies there, that how we can have a meaningful dialogue. But there is no public sector where we have not trained. You name it GAIL, you name it ONGC, you name it BHEL, SAIL. We are trainers to all of them. This is the list of the recognitions which we have got, all with the premium certifications. Two where you may be interested is one is QA. Since we work with the universities like Northampton in UK, and it's not mandatory for us, but still we have got the QA certification. And similarly, we are the only South Asian university which has got the VASC re-accreditation, that too for 8 years, which is very difficult to get. This will give you an idea. Yesterday, the THE ranking has come up. MIT has come in top 100 universities of the world, right? So I just, if you, yeah, thank you. So that's what in the early morning I had sent this in the Dean's group, that we were so happy that we have been able to do that. Phil Beatty is a good friend. So last time we met in London, so I said that, look, MIT has done this, and he was very impressed. So the rankings has now surprised us. But besides ranking, that our focus is on research, that we should be able to create a research ecosystem. I don't know whether you have been able to see, but if you go to iBlock, where I sit, where my office is, today we are hosting large number of scientists. Yeah, so large number of conference. So rather, I was busy with the American counterparts. But I think that you came a bit early, so I wanted to say hello to you. But this is what I think that MIT is all about. So we are restless people. That every day is a day of innovation, full of excitement, full of passion with which our people work. Top 3% universities globally as per the QS ranking. And of course, our law school, the largest one, business school, the best one, international business school, as per the Edu Universe, amongst the top 6 business schools of the country. Now, as far as the internationalization is concerned, there is no university in India which is even closer to us, which includes public and private. Largest number of students we have sent from India, Colonel Khattar, abroad. Right. And then similarly, we have been able to also bring largest number of students from abroad to India. These are the 6 top brands: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Mumbai, IIT Kharagpur, IIT, IIM Ahmedabad. And MIT is amongst the top 6 brands which have been able to produce most employable graduates. Our university where you're sitting, it's a platinum certified. It's a very green. This is our university in Noida. Now we have got 3 campuses here. This is our university in Lucknow. I don't know whether you have seen White House, but if you go to Lucknow, you'll find that it's quite similar to the White House. This is our Jaipur campus. Again, very beautiful. This is our Gurgaon campus, which is quite close to the airport. This is our Gwalior campus, Mumbai campus, Raipur, Kolkata, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, which again we are developing as the hub of the international centers. This is our Bangalore. Our first school came here, Harrow Schools. So, I was just discussing with Puneet ji the other day that we were in no rush. So when the school was being created, we thought that if we have to bring the foreign brand, then it has to be a brand which is given the respect. So whereas other universities, they have opened up small campuses in Gift City or maybe a rented ones, we have been able to create campuses, a huge campus. So we feel that 100 acres, 50 acres, 80 acres, this kind of size is required. Because when these youngsters, they come, they don't come to just see classrooms. Yeah, they want friends. They want to mingle with they want gymnasium. They want to work in labs. So today in the morning, I was just talking to business intelligence and artificial intelligence students who are doing so we do interdisciplinary ranking. Rather, this ranking which has come up yesterday, it is interdisciplinary ranking which we have got. So the business students, they have got a facility to be with one of the largest labs, AI labs, that they should be working very closely with them. Tatas are sponsoring some of the labs here. So we try to give an ecosystem where our library, I don't know whether you have been able to see it, but you saw the research facilities in this university are at par with any good foreign university. This is our facility in London, in the Heritage Building, and then we take classroom from the University College London. This is our infrastructure in Dubai, where you went. Yeah, and you saw all this. This is a photograph of our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan. He came on the Forbes front cover and got an award of providing the best infrastructure in Middle East. This is a New York campus, which is now totally being re-engineered. New building is coming up, but it's a 170 acres campus. Sometimes people say that which is your largest campus? Though we have a large presence, number of students are highest in India, but our biggest campus is in New York. These are our 2 campuses in Singapore, the third one coming up now. So next time you will visit Singapore, later this week. So you will find that there's a one next to the orchard. Okay. Yes, it's under construction, and that's precisely the reason that when I went, I wanted to see. But now, next time you will go, you'll find a huge signage. So on the Orchard Road, which is like a fashion street of the country, if you will come out, the biggest signage would be of MIT. Right, so along with Gucci and all top brands, you will find MIT also very prominently. Yeah, yeah. By the way, we are best in fashion also. Yeah. This is our university in Tashkent. In Uzbekistan, Prime Minister and the President came here, and they wanted the first ICT university to be opened in Tashkent. So we opened up a university in Tashkent, which is being looked after by Mr. Amol Chauhan, who's a trustee. This is our Mauritius campus. Again, we have got a degree awarding powers. Your team has gone. You have been there. No. Yeah, you must go. Take me also. Yeah. Yeah, Bharut is not here, but I have got very good memories of visiting Mauritius campus, and then Professor Nick, when we launched PhD programs, then Professor Nick Petford, your Vice Chancellor, and myself, we went on a cruise, and then we sang songs, and he danced. Yeah, so we have got some very good, interesting videos. Yeah, very, but. Yes, very, very, very. We were very close. I think Northampton and MIT at one point of time, they were the closest partners. This is our institution in Netherlands. This is our school in Abu Dhabi. So I think you have not seen it. But again, similar infrastructure, what you have seen. It's a word school. And then what we do is that, like you saw at INSA today, a conference, we have got Nobel laureate centers here so that they become a research inspiration for our youngsters. So they spend some time here. And then 300 global honorary professors who keep on coming and then becoming a part of these centers, weekly lectures by the international faculty members, and then ambassadors, like your ambassador has been on the campus. Right, we keep on meeting the British High Commissioner, British Consul, who are very, very good friends. A world-class incubator, each student to pick up one language, and international funded projects. Every day, our faculty is out for some project or the other. Today, the younger director of AABS, Dr. Meghna, is on Erasmus Plus project to Hungary, where again we are organizing a research conference. But under the BRICS, we have last year welcomed somewhere about 70 students. Under the new Colombo plan, Monash sent 300 students, about 500 students, Australian students were a part of it. USAID, Erasmus Plus, UCARI. So at one point, I think that large number of students from Northampton also used to come under the UCARI and Turing scheme. And this is one area which I would request Ms. Flossie that we should focus on, because now I think that from the last 1 year, we have not seen Northampton students. So because our idea is that if the students are coming and they are mingling with our students, for example, these students, they are mingling with you, they will become friends. They don't want to see us, but they want to see each other. And then faculty to faculty relationship would be very helpful. These are the photographs of our last immersion program. Students from all across the globe coming on the campus, enjoying their time with us. Research collaborations across the globe, including in UK. This is the future, 35 universities in every state of Union Territory, 100 campuses across the country, 50 universities and campuses. Today we have got 16. Thank you very much. Such a pleasure. So I think that what we'll do is that we will request you now, if you can speak and say a few words, which areas you are interested in, and then we will make our plan accordingly.
Thank you very much, Dr. Singh. A very impressive introduction to Amity, of which I'm sure I'm going to struggle to follow. I have nothing to show you, unfortunately, to introduce the University of Northampton, but obviously, hopefully you have heard a lot about us. We've talked already about our long-established partnership. We have 3 faculties at the University of Northampton. So the Faculty of Business and Law that Karen is Dean of. Most of, not all, but a good proportion of the programs we wish to discuss with you today are in Karen's faculty. We also have the Faculty of Education, Arts, Science and Technology, where subjects such as engineering, computer science, data analytics, etc., are housed. And then we also have our Faculty of Health, Society and Behavioural Sciences. I had to think about that because we've just restructured. So health-related programs, psychology, nursing, etc. So really one of the reasons, or the main reason we're here today, we've spoke at length about how close our relationship was and that maybe had waned a little bit since the pandemic. And we're here to really try to understand how we can strengthen that with you into the future. So looking at various different pathway programs, the short course and the short program offering that you've discussed also. In the past, we have mentioned in brief about the possibility for a joint campus. We're probably not quite there at the moment, but we certainly want to explore other avenues with you. And when I say we're not quite there at the moment, we're just doing some work ourselves with KPMG actually to look at whether actually there's appeal and appetite for us, and which one we'll come back to on that at a later date. But my colleagues may also have some other areas that they want to explore. in the conversation. Do you have anything you want to add, Karen and Puneet? Yes.
So I think Becky's already mentioned around programs. For me, it's not working.
Hello.
So Becky's already mentioned about programs. For me, we're particularly interested in broadening and strengthening our partnerships around research. Our Dean of Research and Knowledge Exchange is really keen that the partnerships we have are further strengthened by collaborative research. As you all know, in the current circumstances, grants tend to be awarded on the basis of that collaboration. So for us, around law, around business, around computing, and around engineering. So we're definitely interested in research from our side.
One thing I would like to sincerely request you, sir, is that whenever we come, we normally the focus is on the Noida campus, but all the partnerships need to be highlighted in all the branch campuses within India, because like I've visited the Lucknow campus, I visited the Gurgaon campus, but the faculty itself was not very aware about the partnerships that we have. So this is very important if we really want to grow the partnership.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So I think it's a very important point that we must see that all the campuses they know. So maybe calendar can be created where a team from Northampton, we can take them to all the campuses. And if they, because look, we as a large university, we have got number of partners and it is on the website. And number of presentations are given, like when students are joining up, I give first presentation and we are able to tell them. But it would be a great idea if twice a year we can make a round of the campuses. Also, Dr. Pratik Dega, we have given a responsibility to him to organize a career fair. So we can do a dedicated career fair in February where we can invite all the campuses to be a part of it so that in one go you can address people.
And one more suggestion there, sir. Since you already have so many schools, Amity schools.
Yeah, they will be a part of it.
So even like we do the British Council fairs, when our delegates are there, we go to schools and do fairs. Why not have your partner university fairs in Amity campuses, Amity schools, because that'll be a very good selling point.
Yeah, so I think that is what Dr. Pratik Dekha is doing, and we have given this responsibility to Dr. Kavita also, who has visited. So I think that last time they did this fair, but this year in February and then in May, we will be doing 2 fairs. So we would request you, if a team from the Northampton can also come, it will be very, very helpful. For the research initiatives, which we are saying, we already have got 4 teams, which will be working very closely. So the one is that funding from the various agencies, international agencies. So you can also share the list of the projects which we like to focus on. But then from our side, we already have a team which is working. Presently, Dr. Anupma is in UK. So who is working on number of initiatives with the UK universities also. I think that you need to apply also for a grant from the British Council under the UKERI and Turing schemes. So I don't know whether you have been able to apply, but if you apply, we can support this application. So we used to do it every year earlier with Northampton, but then from the last 2 years it has stopped.
So the Turing scheme.
Turing scheme.
So we'd be very keen to work on another application. We have put in applications with other partners that we've got. So we'd be very keen to put in an application.
Okay, but have you done in India also?
Not currently.
So from our side, Dr. Khattar and Dr. Kavita, I think that we will immediately after this meeting, maybe next week, we will be able to write you in detail, and then we should apply. And British Council, they are very friendly to MIT. We keep on meeting almost every week. So I mentioned this to them. So they said, no, we don't think that Northampton has applied with MIT. So we must try to apply, because I think that the students from both the sides, then they can come, faculty can also come with them. So those are the areas. during in-bush, if you can send faculty from all these four areas, computer science, law, management, and you said fashion. So
Sorry, but could somebody send us the detail?
I'll send it. Yeah, my office is going to send you all the details about in-bush, dates. I will be very happy to welcome you. If your faculty from all the four areas are coming up, then we will introduce. For example, law team is already here. The senior most people in the law, they will be more than happy to engage with your team. Similarly, from business, we already have got a team, but from computer sciences, then we will be able to introduce your faculty. So I think that these three, and fashion also. So these four areas we will look at, right? And study abroad students are already there. So I think 10th they are meeting you at your campus. So I think these are the few initiatives. But if there is anything else you feel that we can focus on, we will be more than happy to support it. May 19th, we are organizing our research conference in UK. So earlier, Northampton used to be the partner.
Yeah.
So I'll send you the details.
Please. So that's your research conference.
That is our research conference, which Springer, Taylor and Francis, and Case Center.
Yeah.
They are the partners, but we would love to have Northampton as our strategic partner.
Okay, well, that we can definitely talk to the Dean of Research and Knowledge Exchange as we return to the UK, and that's in May, exactly.
Yes, that's in May. But I'll send you the detailed proposal,
Please.
the points which we have discussed, and we'll take from there. From law now, what are the steps you feel that we need to take from our side?
I think the first step is that we need to reignite the Bar Council of India approval from our side and to work with you on that. I think that we need to put our researchers in touch with your research institutes and look in particular at our LLM. We've just recently launched a new LLM in social justice. And I think that may be of particular interest to Amity for its breadth. In terms of, I'm aware of being a lawyer myself, I'm aware of the differences between our legal qualification routes, but I think a starting point needs to be a discussion around the Bar Council of India, and I will put you in touch with my head of law. We've got a brand new he's actually a head of law, criminology and criminal justice. So we've merged three departments together. And I'm sure he'd be very interested in having a conversation about how we move forward in that.
Yes. Three things very important, as you have just mentioned about the LLM programs. So UK and US universities are the first and very, very popular amongst our students to go for. And various universities, I think no university is left out where the Amity Law School students, they have not done the LLM, and mostly the Oxford and Cambridge they target, and obviously the LSE, the most prominent, and the other Northampton also, Northumbria also. So LLM programs, they are very much ready. There is no as such constraint or any means obstacle to get the admission unless until they are qualified and to get them on the basis of the merit. Even merit scholarship also they got in previous years, yes. The other part at the UG level, the most important part, we are bound by the norms of the statutory body, that is a Bar Council. So this is maybe the difficulty for us to send our students in between the courts. Yes, outside or maybe additional, we can send, or the students are inclined to go as a value addition in a specific area. And SEP, as sir has mentioned, study abroad program, we can have or schedule certain certificate programs, or maybe through the Center of Excellence. This is the way out. We can provide the international exposure to the law students without interfering in the norms of the Bar Council. That is important. But I would also like to mention here that we have the one private university, Jindal. I think you must have visited. Yeah. So they, okay. So they have, I have heard that they have certain, they used to send the student. I think They are not crossing the compliances of the Bar Council, but certainly the addition or the value addition of their courses or some the very, very expert areas, they are sending the students to get some certificate course or maybe some value-added courses. So that is one way we can connect our UG students with your esteemed university. That would be a very good for them to have the exposure. And for LLM programs, there is no as such problem. They used to go, and the good number, as sir has mentioned, 30% of the students, they go for the higher studies, and US, UK is the main destination for them. Center of Excellence, I found that apart from the students who are already enrolled in the UG program, we have the other way around to get connected with you. The most important I found a very attractive, the Center of Excellence, where the opportunities for the research is there for us, for you as well. There is also one way, we have the PhD program, and around 67 students are in our, and I think in your, how many research scholars? So 100, almost 80 to 100 students are the PhD scholars. And the university is always very, very supportive to get the co-guides. And it would be a too good if the professors of that particular area, they get connected with the PhD scholars as in capacity of the co-guide. So that would be a value addition for the professors in your university and for us as well. The other thing, Temple University, we had last year one program we run online for the students as well as the health law. So professor of the Temple University US, they connected. So this is the one way, and it was a very, very fruitful and very good experience connected with that. And the same we could have not possible if the physical on a means on and off mode, but we can have the online. That would be also a great insight or learning experience for the professors, for the students. Even here, the professor may be connected with your students, and you as a professor can be connected with us. So this is one way to start something in collaboration. So these few areas I find, and other than this, we can have the joint moot court activities or moot court competition. In India for past 8 years, we signed a MOU to host the Jessups, means by the ILSA. Yes, we signed a MOU, and it was a really great honor. Twice and 2 consecutive years, they had given us the chance and opportunity to sign the MOU to conduct the India qualifying round. So we very successfully and happily completed the 2 consecutive years, the 8 years total. For one tenure is the 4 years. We could have also the joint in a collaborative manner, the moot court competition, because it is on the international law. So it is used, we used to call it the Amity International Moot Court Competition. So this time also 5 to 6 countries, the participants, they were here in the month of the October. So we could also move and proceed further for this kind of the collaboration. It's a hardcore technical moot proceedings, and the students enjoy. And number the NLU means here we have the 18 to 20 NLUs, National Law Schools, which is the premium law institutes. They participate, and they would be happy to have and participate in this kind of the collaborative activity. So these are certain, I think, what you suggested, the research. So research are the various kind of the activities. We can have the joint conferences as we can connect with sir, and we can have the moot court, we can have the online courses. And if the Bar Council in future allows, we can also just exchange and student activity we could also have in future. But as of now, we have to take permission for the UG. For PG, we don't have. So thank you so very much. These are my input from my side. Thank you.
What Dr. Sefali has said, I'm just proposing a most workable proposal. Seeing your standing at court, practice of law, Professor Jones, we do have here two types of the internship programs, which are known as here in MIT and TCC. Two types. It's a summer internship and a semester internship. Summer internship is organized in month of June, May. And yeah, this is the most workable proposal that can be done. And second one is a semester internship. It starts from January to March or April. So this is a two kind, 1 month and 3 months. So what I'm going to just put forward is that if we send our student to your university, just provide them the place in the courts with the firms, with the lawyers for their own exposure as intern for internship. Number. At the same time, while they are enrolled or they are staying in your university, please treat them as your bona fide student for one month or 3 months, as the case may. So the student can get two certificates and two benefits. One is that when the students are in university, as enrolled students, you provide them a transcript for 1 month or 3 months respectively. And number two, when the students are being sent for internship at various places, then the internship provider shall provide them a internship certificate. So it will be from every side the student will get exposure. Thank you very much. This man.
That way they get some international. I'm just adding to this presentation. We have signed the MOU with the Mauritius with law, and they are providing the internship along who's a paid internship there. So many of the students, they started from last year, the internship for 3 months, and it's a very good exposure for the students. They have given a very good feedback. So if the same kind of the internship they can get for finally.
Because your internship obviously will be value added more than the Mauritius to the student. Because common law and Indian law are the source from.
I would like to add one thing that maybe in the field of LLM, like Amity is offering LLM in human rights. So human rights has a significant international components. We impart education regarding international instruments and covenants and multiple conventions. So maybe we can have an inbound and outbound exchange program of the students for starting from a short duration of maybe a month during the semester, as we are not subject to any legal compliances by Bar Council of India. So maybe at university levels, it can be worked out and our students can go and attend a similar type of, 4 weeks or 1 month duration program there as a part of the module, and your students can come over here and they can also have, and it will be a win-win situation for both the universities, as the students might be able to get a certificate or, the credit advantage from both the universities. So that can be explored. Yeah.
Degree or master program can also be initiated your university do it by.
So we have one year LLM program. So what's the duration there in Northampton University? 1 year. So maybe we can collaborate, and starting from 4 weeks, maybe we can take it further, and it can spread up to a semester also. So that will be attraction for the students.
Specialized based or credit based, a collaboration can be done. You join
Credit sharing kind of thing.
Credit specialization with semester based. The joint degree program can be initiated. There are 3 types of the joint collaboration, maybe.
Haven't you? One thing I've said, only one thing I would like to add. That I said like the projects. So I remember in the year 2020, March, I was involved in the Northumbria University in a very good project related to the women's studies. It was a part of their legal aid. Yeah. So they invited me, but due to the corona, it was supposed to be in the month of the April. For 7-day visit, they organized for me. as a part of the legal aid cell for the women studies and others. So they had a very joint project with their government, and they had involved me. But unluckily or unfortunately, I couldn't go due to the corona. But these kinds of the joint projects we can have. You can involve us there in their projects, and we also have the Human Rights Commission. We have the Women Commission. So we used to have the projects here. So we also involve you in the joint projects with the opportunity. Thank you so very much.
I think that you know, all the suggestions you've given are excellent. I think the LLM, the idea of a dual degree is particularly attractive. As I said, we've got an LLM in social justice we've just developed, but we've also just started work on an LLM in legal practice as well, which may be of interest, you know, talking about, you know, common law, Indian law, and looking at that in a different way. The other thing I was thinking about when you were talking was guest lecturing, whether that be online or, you know, in person. So as you said, Northumbria had invited you around their law clinic, you know, and the work they do with legal aid. But actually, yeah, we're in the process of setting up our pro bono law clinic at Northampton. And I think that some guest lecturing from some of your professors for our teams and vice versa may be very useful, particularly around human rights. Thank you.
About the short and semester-based internship.
I think all of them.
Yeah.
I think that the semester based is yeah, and the summer one and the you know, the 1 month and the 3 month is something that we can certainly look at. So all those options, particularly with internships, because the idea of a certificate for an internship plus the credits, because if you're a student studying at Amity and then you come to the UK, they may be able to study slightly different module choices, which would enhance, you know, I know it's a transcript, but that enhances their CVs in a longer term. Yeah.
And I was just going to say, in our pre-meet, we also discussed the BBA multimedia journalism and computer science. I think particularly you were interested in, weren't you, about us potentially remapping for those programs for us to discuss how we take those forwards. Yeah. That's fine. So we will take that away, I think, to work with yourselves on remapping for those programs to see how we can take those forwards. Luckily, that's a program that falls into each of our 3 faculties, which means that we get much better, deeper collaboration throughout the university with Amity.
So I think thank you very much, everyone. So what we will do now, that we will request the law school to send their detailed proposal to us, right? And also from the School of Communication and Journalism, whatever the points have been discussed. Then for the short duration programs, internship programs, and the areas which we need to further strengthen. All right, so send us the proposal, and then yeah. So I would request that if you can just put it in the proposal, and then from your side, if we can get a small proposal from your side also, that where you want to focus. We will take stock of everything, and then I will send you a matrix. Yeah. That these are the areas where we need to focus on for the next 2 years, next 5 years.
That I like very much.
Yeah,
I like the idea of us building a program and timeline in.
Yeah, and then timelines, that how we are going to do it. I think that immediately we will start working on internships and on the projects. In Bush, we are welcoming your faculty. By that time, I think that we will be able to crystallize our discussions and can sign the formal MOU with some timelines and with some financials, that if it is that how it is going to affect the partnership. About the numbers also, I think that they're a good idea that we should organize a career fair, which we will be able to do that. It's a pleasure to welcome you. Keep coming, and let's once again strengthen the relationship which we enjoyed with Northampton for over 2 decades. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Singh.
We have got some mementos for you.
Oh,
Take that as a memory from our side. Thank you. So we are, Dr. Shivali, we are keeping timelines. So if you can send your proposal within a week, you can also send within a week. And if we can get from your side within a fortnight, so we will then create a strategic plan that MAT and Northampton, how they are going to take it forward. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.